Right now, inside secured factories around the world, machines are being built that can survive extreme heat, crushing pressure, and forces that would tear ordinary metal apart. These machines push aircraft across continents. They lift hundreds of tons into the sky. And they do it with precision, measured in microns. This is not simple manufacturing. This is the process of building a jet engine, one of the most complex machines ever created by humans. But how do you actually build one? How do you turn raw metal into an engine powerful enough to keep an aircraft airborne at 35,000 feet? To understand that, we need to go inside the factory. A jet engine is not just a motor. It is a controlled explosion, happening thousands of times per second. Air is pulled in, compressed, mixed with fuel, ignited, and expelled at extreme velocity. Every stage must work perfectly. If one component fails, the entire engine can fail. That's why jet engines are built piece by piece, under some of the strictest manufacturing standards on Earth. Understanding what happens inside requires grasping the violence of the process. Incoming air accelerates from stationary to supersonic speeds within meters. Pressure increases exponentially. Temperature rises beyond the melting point of common metals. Exhaust gases exit faster than a bullet. This isn't mechanical motion. It's controlled chaos operating at the edge of material science limitations. The margin between optimal performance and catastrophic failure measures in fractions of degrees and milliseconds. Before a single part is manufactured, the engine exists only as data. Engineers design every component using advanced computer models. They simulate airflow, temperature, vibration, and stress. They test how metal behaves at temperatures hotter than lava. Thousands of virtual engines fail before one design is approved. Only when simulations prove the engine can survive years of operation does physical manufacturing begin. Modern simulation software models fluid dynamics across millions of calculation points. Engineers observe turbulence patterns invisible to the human eye. They predict thermal expansion down to micrometers. They calculate vibrational frequencies that could trigger resonance failures. Each simulation run generates terabytes of data. Supercomputers process scenarios representing years of flight time compressed into days of computation. If virtual testing reveals weakness, designers iterate immediately. No material wasted, no time lost to physical prototyping. This digital-first approach transformed aerospace development. What once required building and destroying dozens of physical prototypes now happens in software, accelerating innovation while reducing costs dramatically. Jet engines start with some of the most advanced materials ever produced. Nickel-based superalloys, titanium alloys, and high-strength steel. These metals are chosen for one reason: they don't melt, they don't deform, and they don't fail under extreme stress. Raw materials arrive at the factory as forged billets, bars, and discs. Every batch is tested. Every impurity is measured. If the material is not perfect, it is rejected. Standard metals become useless at jet engine operating temperatures. Steel softens, aluminum liquefies, common alloys lose structural integrity within seconds. Superalloys solve this through carefully engineered atomic structures. Nickel forms the base matrix. Chromium adds oxidation resistance. Aluminum and titanium create strengthening precipitates. Trace elements like tantalum and rhenium enhance high-temperature stability. The result? Materials maintaining strength at temperatures where conventional metals fail catastrophically. But creating these alloys requires precision. Even slight compositional variations alter properties unpredictably. That's why incoming material faces spectroscopic analysis, grain structure examination, and mechanical property testing before acceptance. The compressor is the front half of the engine. Its job is simple in theory: suck in air and compress it. In reality, it is a precision nightmare. Each blade is shaped like an airfoil. Even the smallest deviation changes airflow. Blades are machined using multi-axis CNC machines. Tolerances are measured in microns. After machining, blades are polished, inspected, and balanced. A single engine may contain hundreds of these blades. Compressor efficiency depends on blade geometry perfection. Surface roughness disrupts airflow. Thickness variations create pressure imbalances. Angular deviations reduce compression ratios. 5-axis CNC machines sculpt each blade from solid metal blocks. Cutting tools approach from multiple angles simultaneously, removing material with micron-level precision. Computer control ensures geometric consistency across hundreds of identical parts. Post-machining, blades undergo coordinate measurement. Robotic probes verify thousands of points against digital specifications. Deviations beyond tolerance trigger rejection. Acceptable blades receive surface treatments enhancing smoothness and durability. The discs that hold the blades are forged under immense pressure. They are heat-treated to increase strength, then machined and inspected using X-ray and ultrasound. Any internal defect means instant rejection. These components must withstand rotational forces that would tear apart lesser materials, all while maintaining perfect balance at thousands of revolutions per minute. The combustion chamber is where fuel meets compressed air. This chamber must survive temperatures exceeding 1,500 degrees Celsius, hotter than most metals can handle. To survive this environment, special heat-resistant alloys are used. Cooling holes are laser drilled into the chamber walls. Air is routed around the chamber to prevent melting. Fuel injectors are manufactured with extreme precision. They must spray fuel evenly. No variation is allowed. Uneven combustion can destroy the engine. Combustion chamber design balances contradictory requirements. Maximize temperature for efficiency while preventing structural failure from that same heat. Engineers create double-walled structures. The inner liner faces combustion directly. The outer casing provides structural support. Between them, compressed air flows, extracting heat before it damages metal. Laser systems drill thousands of microscopic cooling holes through chamber walls. Hole diameter, angle, and spacing follow mathematical optimization. Too few holes, and metal overheats. Too many, and structural integrity weakens. Thermal barrier coatings add another protection layer. Ceramic materials applied at molecular thickness reflect radiant heat while allowing metal beneath to remain cooler. This coating technology extends component lifespan significantly. The turbine sits directly behind the combustion chamber. It absorbs energy from the exhaust gases and powers the entire engine. Turbine blades are the most advanced parts in the engine. They are single crystal metal structures, cast using complex ceramic molds, and internally hollow for cooling. Air flows inside the blade itself to prevent it from melting. Each blade is coated with thermal barrier coatings that reflect heat and extend blade life. Blades are weighed, balanced, and matched into sets. No two blades are allowed to behave differently. Normal metal contains countless crystal grains with boundaries between them. Under stress and temperature, these boundaries become failure points. Cracks initiate and propagate along grain interfaces. Single crystal turbine blades eliminate this vulnerability entirely. The entire blade forms from one continuous crystal structure with no internal boundaries. Creating these requires specialized casting processes. Molten superalloy pours into ceramic molds. Controlled cooling begins from one end, forcing crystal growth in a single direction. The process takes hours and demands precise temperature management. Internal cooling passages add complexity. Ceramic cores placed inside molds before casting create hollow channels. After solidification, these cores dissolve away chemically, leaving intricate internal geometries for cooling air circulation. The result? Blades surviving temperatures exceeding their base melting point, possible only through continuous internal cooling and protective coatings. Inside the engine, multiple shafts spin at different speeds. Some rotate thousands of times per minute. Others rotate even faster. Bearings must handle extreme loads, operate without failure, and remain stable under vibration. They are manufactured with mirror-smooth surfaces. Lubrication systems are built to work in extreme conditions. If a bearing fails, the engine fails. Engine shafts transmit enormous power while spinning at speeds where centrifugal forces tear apart inadequately designed components. Bearing systems must support these loads while introducing minimal friction. Manufacturing begins with specialized steel alloys, forged and heat-treated for hardness and fatigue resistance. Grinding.
Operations achieve surface finishes measured in nanometers, roughness invisible even under magnification. Roller and ball bearings use elements manufactured to tolerances tighter than human hair diameter. Each rolling element must be perfectly round, perfectly smooth, and perfectly matched to others in the assembly. Dimensional variation causes uneven load distribution and premature failure. Lubrication systems deliver oil at precise temperatures and pressures. Oil must cool bearings while maintaining viscosity under temperature extremes. Filtration systems remove microscopic contaminants that would otherwise cause abrasive wear. The outer casing holds everything together. It must contain internal pressure, withstand bird strikes, and survive debris impact. Casings are forged, machined, and reinforced. Every bolt hole is measured. Every surface is inspected. This structure is not cosmetic, it is a safety system. Casings provide more than protection. They maintain precise internal alignment. If casing distorts, rotating components contact stationary parts catastrophically. Manufacturing starts with large titanium or steel forgings. Machining removes excess material while maintaining wall thickness optimized for strength to weight ratios. Reinforcement ribs add rigidity without excessive mass. Bolt holes receive special attention. Each must align perfectly with mating components. Thread engagement must meet specifications. Torque values during assembly get recorded for every fastener. Assembly takes place in clean, controlled environments. Technicians follow step-by-step procedures. Every bolt has a specific torque value. Every connection is logged. The engine is built in stages: core assembly, turbine installation, compressor installation, and casing integration. Nothing is rushed. Every step is documented. Despite automation advances, final assembly remains largely manual. Experienced technicians possess knowledge that cannot be fully codified. They sense subtle resistance when parts don't align correctly. They detect vibrations indicating improper seating. Assembly procedures span hundreds of pages. Each step includes torque specifications, sequence requirements, and verification checkpoints. Technicians sign off on completed work, creating accountability chains. Cleanliness protocols prevent contamination. Foreign object debris, even microscopic particles, can cause catastrophic failures. Assembly areas maintain positive air pressure with filtered ventilation. Tools receive regular cleaning. Parts remain covered until installation. Before an engine ever flies, it is tested on the ground. Full power runs, vibration analysis, temperature monitoring, and emergency shutdown simulations push engines beyond normal operating limits. If anything behaves abnormally, the engine is disassembled and inspected. Only engines that pass every test are certified for flight. Test cells subject engines to conditions exceeding normal flight operations. Maximum power runs verify thrust output. Thermal sensors monitor temperature distributions. Accelerometers detect abnormal vibrations. Engineers intentionally trigger failure scenarios. Sudden throttle changes, simulated component malfunctions, extreme environmental conditions. The engine must respond correctly or testing halts for investigation. Endurance testing runs engines for cumulative hours, representing years of airline service, verifying durability before passenger service begins. Every part inside the engine is traceable. Engineers know where the metal came from, which machine shaped it, who installed it, and when it was tested. This traceability allows manufacturers to investigate failures and improve future designs. This is what separates aerospace manufacturing from everything else. Digital records track each component through its entire life cycle. Barcodes and serial numbers link physical parts to manufacturing histories. If a blade fails in service, investigators access complete production records within minutes. This traceability enables targeted improvements. If specific material batches show premature wear, manufacturers identify root causes and implement corrective actions. If particular machines produce out-of-tolerance parts, recalibration occurs immediately. Jet engine factories are not building one engine, they are building hundreds. Automation is increasing, robots assist with inspection, AI analyzes performance data, but human oversight remains critical because when an engine fails, lives are at risk. Additive manufacturing, 3D printing of metal parts, enables geometries impossible through traditional machining. Fuel efficiency improves as designs incorporate these capabilities. Artificial intelligence optimizes maintenance schedules by analyzing sensor data from thousands of engines simultaneously, predicting component failures before they occur. Yet regardless of technological advancement, the fundamental principle remains unchanged. Jet engine manufacturing demands absolute precision because nothing less than perfection is acceptable when human lives depend on reliability. A jet engine is not just a machine. It is the result of physics, material science, and precision manufacturing working together. From raw metal to controlled fire, from factory floor to the sky, the next time you hear an aircraft take off, you'll know what it took to make that possible. If you want to see how the world's most advanced machines are built, subscribe and tell us what factory we should go inside next.